Well, hello, it's me, Betty. I'm still here. Betty, still here. You know, they arrested me, so they arrested Betty in Lompoc. Put Betty in a rat cage with lots of monsters. Poo-poo on the wall, boogers. I don't even want to go into it. It's very nasty. But it was a long time in there. 3 days, maybe almost. Seemed like 3 years. It's pure hell. They had no right to arrest me on a public sidewalk. But they did.
Morning.
Morning. Yep, they did. There's a nice man here with a nice dog. Hello. See the dog? Anyway. Betty's still here. I have my happy hat on. Since I've been arrested, I've been really sad. I can't stop thinking about it and crying. So, put on my happy hat. Talk to you all, tell you what happened. See these little tree houses back here? See the bird houses. Somebody has little bird houses. I want to show you. And I have your cards too. Some things are missing. See the bird houses? Yep. Little bird houses. I'm still here. Betty's still here in Lompoc. Lompoc down there. This is a cemetery. But yes, I tell you, they arrested me. They took everything. They took away my little pen I had. It says sweet. They took it. They put me in solitary confinement in a dungeon. With no water, no blanket, no toilet paper, no nothing. It's completely out of hand what's going on here. Arresting people like Betty for walking on a public sidewalk. And by the way, I want to thank you. Here's the deal. And I want to thank you, James Freeman. You have my utmost respect for having me on your show and giving me your support. And Spanky Pants Freaking Media, you rock, brother. I love you. You know, NC Tyrant Hunter, Carolina, Fort Worth. She had to take her channel down for what? Come on, YouTube. Let's get it together. We're here for freedom of speech. YouTube, stick with us. Please. Please put Carolina's channel back up. Right away. I got all my girlfriends, Acura Amanda, Fiona. You know, I have my cards right over here. They stole my bottles, my candy, many things out of my car. I don't know. I think they went through it because one of my boxes of cards are missing. And a bunch of weird things that you would never report on because they're just petty, like suckers or the bottles or... Anyway, here's the deal. James Freeman and my brother Billy. I'm okay, Billy. Billy Buttcrack was worried about his sister, his mean stepsister, me, Betty. And I'm fine, Billy. I'm right here. I'm looking for the earrings I bought you, some earrings. There's a few things here missing, but I'll get you another one. I love you, Billy. Thank you for your support, all my subscribers. And by the way, you know the comments that you see on my channel? that are really mean and nasty from people, don't worry about Betty. No, Betty don't care about that. I leave it. Unless it has to do with pornography or something. Betty has very good moral standards and values. Believe me, I believe in God and peace and brotherhood. We are all one universal family. We need to stick together. And I'm sticking with you, no matter what. As auditors, we all stick together, like candy, because we love each other. So, put Carolina's show back up there, please, because I'm missing it. And a lot of people. She has many, many fans, YouTube. You know, be supportive, give maybe a notice or something. I don't know. But please do me a favor. I'm Betty Buttcrack. All of your support, all of your love does not go unnoticed, Matic and Pam and Lenny. You're all great people. You're all really great people. And that's the only way I was able to make it through this. Because of you. Because of all of you and your love. That's why. And because of Betty. Because Betty happy. You can't get Betty down no matter what you do to Betty. You put me in a rat cage, I get out. And I am free. Get back right to it. Don't try to get Betty down. Putting her in jail, in handcuffs, Garcia. You need to find another job in Maldonado. I heard you are not even a police officer. You're a probation officer. And you really turned into a demon. And I'm going to get every little record about you. I will not stop until I get justice. Not just for me, but for all of my brothers that are in prison in Santa Barbara County Jail. It's hell in there. Let me tell you, it really is, and nobody should be sitting in there waiting for a baggie of Cheerios. You're not guilty. You're innocent until proven guilty in this country. Those people are being treated like they're guilty. They're in hell. Tell me if that's not guilty. Having men lined up in their white t-shirts and white underwear standing in jail, in a prison cell, next to a bunch of bunk beds, and they can't get out, they can't go anywhere. They saw me walking by and they were looking at me like, you're going out and we're not? What? How can this be? And how can it be? I was crying. I was looking at all these men standing there in line waiting next to their bunk beds for a baggie of Cheerios and a little packet of, you know, they have everything in those little packets. Mayonnaise and whatever you need, it's in a packet. So they give you a baggie of that. And they're all waiting for that. They're hungry. That wouldn't even fill up a man's belly. I couldn't believe my eyes. I could not believe my eyes. And the jail guards and the guys in there that work in there, they were waiting for me to get there. Officer Jones had already spoken to those guys in the jail at Santa Barbara, and they were waiting for Betty. They were shining their flashlights inside the car at Betty. Oh, you're famous, Betty. Ha ha ha, you famous. I said, no, I'm not famous, and I want the video of them doing that. The guards from the prison guards were all standing outside, huddled around in a big meeting, waiting for Betty. They made me sit in the car for 15 or 20 minutes because there was another lady that they took in there with me, and they took her in there first. So Betty sit in the car with handcuffs for 15, 20 minutes, waiting for my turn to go to jail, to go into a rat cage. They stick you in there, they leave, and they never come back. You push a button, and you're begging and begging for some toilet paper, and they laugh at you, and they never bring the toilet paper. You keep ringing and ringing and ringing the bell, and you ask them for a blanket because Betty was freezing. Freezing, Betty. They said, no blanket for you. No blanket for you, Betty. It's called retaliation, Betty. We're not bringing you anything, Betty. We lock you in here, we ignore you, and we laugh behind this glass with a mirror on it. And we watch you with a little silver toilet in the middle of the room. Filthy, dirty. Filthy, dirty. I'm talking about dried blood on the walls. Poop, and it stinks. There's spiders crawling out from under the floor. That prison was built in 1850. The prison here in Santa Barbara was built in 1850. It is hell in there. And for any of our government officials or employees to be putting people inside that jail over there, sticking them in there and walking away and throwing away the key as if that person had just murdered somebody when they just walked across a public street, and you walk away and you leave a grandmother in there, you leave Betty Buttcrack in there for 3 days crying on a hard concrete slab with no blanket, no toilet paper, no water, nothing. Where are the government officials that we elected, that you elected, that are allowing this to happen? That Santa Barbara County Jail houses 1,000 men and 1,000 women, and it's packed full. The guard that walked me out said he's been working there for 13 years and it's always been the same amount of men. Why? What'd they do? What did they do? Why are they in there? How many? Who are they? Are they in there because they can't afford to get bailed out? We, the public, we, the people, need to take immediate action about this. That is hell in there, and we need to get them out. I need your help. It's inhumane. They took me from Lompoc, which is a rusted old, crappy old jail over here, full of dry blood dripping off the top of the bunk bed. It's nasty. It is disgusting. Disgusting. I couldn't handle it. I have claustrophobia. I was begging them to let me out. Telling them, I did nothing. Let me out. Help me. They ignored me. Just kept walking by and smiling at me. That's a sick thing to do. Sick. That's no way to treat a human being. And we all need to stand up and do something about it. They drove me all the way to Santa Barbara County Jail from Lompoc and put me in jail over there with no money, no keys, no phone numbers, nobody to help me, nothing, and left me in there. The bail bondsman couldn't help me. They had my cell phone, so I had no phone numbers to call anybody to help me. But had I had a phone number of my sister or my mom or Carolina or somebody, Direct D or anyone, they would have helped me. I yelled out to them and told them, put a comment on 805 Cop Watch. They're here in Lompoc. They'll get me out. They were like, ha ha ha. They think it's all a big joke. While you're in there with a broken back because they threw me all over the back of the SUV, me and this other old lady, I FOIA requested videotape of it because I was flying from one side to the other. And when I got out, I couldn't even walk. I mean, she's older than me, that lady. So they drove us as fast as they could through the mountains from Lompoc to Santa Barbara County Jail. And we asked the guy, are you doing this on purpose? Please stop. I'm in a pain. You're hurting us. And he stepped on the gas and started laughing and started going around all the corners as fast as he could, throwing both of us back and forth across the back seat of the car, the hard plastic SUV back seat. That's what they did. By the time we got out, we were both like complete wrecks. It was a nightmare, man. I'm talking about like, it's not about just getting arrested. It's not about that. It's about what they do to you once they get you. The creepy weirdos and freaks that work in those places. The pasty white, like the guys you saw over at the school board, the ones that called the cops on me, the janitors over there, the bully boys, when I wasn't doing anything and I got arrested. Like those guys. Imagine being locked up in jail, in a jail cell, and they have the keys, and they're outside the jail cell, laughing at you. I think I'll keep you in there a little longer, because you're not cooperating. And if you kick that door one more time, you're going to get another charge, lady. I mean, they can't wait to put another charge on you. Anyway, this is Betty Buttcrack. Betty on Sunday's show. I wanted to say hello, tell you what happened to me, and tell you how much I appreciate all your love and support. It means everything to me, and that's why I'm here right now today to tell you that I'm okay. I'm on assignment, and I'm here for you. All of my fellow auditors and my peeps and the people that believe in freedom and believe in God. I love you. Always believe something wonderful's about to happen. Because Betty gonna make sure it does. Betty gonna make sure. Because Betty love you. Ta-ta.